Well, imagine doing your Christmas shopping in a local mall and accidentally buying a gift that could kill someone. Liz Bishop is here now with tonight's Rewind. Liz.
Well, this is a pretty strange story, JT, but it turns out an innocent-looking piece of costume jewelry that was sold in the local Sears in the 60s had the potential to be lethal. And it spun the catalog giant into overdrive, trying to clear the inventory from stores, including right here at Colonie Center. And that's my Rewind tonight. In 1966, shopping went from a chore to a sought-after adventure with the opening of Colonie Center. Sears was an original anchor store, but little did the catalog giant know that in 2 years' time, it would find itself scrambling to track down a little-known killer. Fast forward to Christmas time 1968. Last-minute shoppers at Colonie Center looking for stocking stuffers get socked themselves when Sears announces it has begun a desperate search for some handmade costume jewelry that could kill someone.
Right directly in the center is a orange bead, and that is the one that we're looking for.
300 to 400 crudely made pins and brooches were sold at Sears stores around the country, including at the Colonie Center anchor store. What made them deadly were those hard reddish beans used to decorate the jewelry. Some were used to make flower pins. In others, the beans became eyes and comic faces. They're called jequirity beans, nicknamed rosary peas because they're often strung for rosary beads. With their black centers, they look like friendly ladybugs. But Albany med toxicologist Dr. Heather Long tells me their bite is much, much worse.
The beans themselves, if you swallow them whole, have a very hard shell, no problems. They would just pass through you. No absorption, no problems. It's if you grind them up that you release this really very potent poison.
A problem that may have surfaced 56 years ago.
These are the potentially dangerous items that we would like to get back.
But jequirity beans are still around today.
I've seen them in markets. I've seen them being sold. I've seen them sold as jewelry.
As a toxicologist, what do you think or feel when you see them just sort of out there in the open marketplace?
Yeah, you know, it's initially alarming to see how easily you can find them.
And not in third world markets either, but right here in the U.S. Do you think most people are aware of their toxic nature?
I don't think so. I think there are some people, however, that are aware of it. It's very closely related to ricin, which is a bioterrorist agent and has been used in attempted bioterrorist attacks.
Sears ended up placing ads urging the return of the pins in each of the 117 cities across the nation where they were sold, again, including Colonie. And that should have raised public awareness. But the jequirity beans continued to show up in school projects to make jewelry and mosaics, since apparently no one realized that they were toxic. The FDA continued to recall the dangerous beans throughout the decade.